All right, here we go. So we're going to be working into the next section, Selma. Hopefully you're still watching, Ethan. Hopefully you're still watching. All my little guys, Owen, Giovanna, be able to work this next section, basic 1 through 4, and how it works, right? We're just going to go through the footwork first, and then we're going to add the detail of the strikes. All right, so all we're going to be doing is going to keep your hands behind you. Remember, this kata is just 12 moves, okay? 3 techniques. And all we're doing is taking Inochi 10, our blocks, or a block, or out block, or a sweeping low block, and our in block. And we're adding 2 striking techniques to it to make a combination, all right? Working the principle of moving out of line of attack, blocking and countering. Also being able to connect movement, all right? Being able to work switching your base, changing directions. All of that's really important, and working your footwork at the same time, okay? We're going to start just going through the footwork first. You're going to put your hands just behind you, just like this here, okay? And you're going to come from attention position. Just give it a little cursive value. Put your hands aside if you want to, all right? And all you're going to do is, again, I'm mirroring you, so I'm going to be taking my left leg back. Your right leg is going to go back, so you open up, right leg back into your fighting stance. Remember, it's like Shizu Huntai, Jibu Huntai, all right? Your knees are bent, shoulders rolled, chin tucked. From this position now, you're going to take your left leg, step back all the way here, and you're going to turn. Remember, you got the boxes with you all the time, okay? So in this position here now, you're going to be in your fighting stance. Now step behind and turn this way here. Now you're going to turn back to the front again, just like this. Now you're kind of back where you started, but maybe a step back, because all you did was change directions. You went to your left side, into your southpaw, and then you went to your right side. Traditional, now you're back again in your regular fighting stance. So we step forward now, 1 movement, step forward, 2 movements, step forward, 3. Now from here, you're going to take your left leg, step behind, Kosadachi. Remember the heel's up here. And now from here, all I do is I don't take a step now. I just spin. I unwind myself. And now I'm facing this way over here. Now I'm going to take my right leg, swing it in a circle. It's going to let me turn this way now. So now I should be standing with my right leg in front, my left leg behind me, southpaw. All right, now you're going to turn your back to the TV. Hopefully you won't get lost. All right, listen to my voice, follow my instruction. All right, so turn away from the TV. Don't look at me. Now you're going to take your right leg, go forward. Take your left leg, step forward. Are you still hearing me? Take your right leg, step forward. Now take your left leg and step behind Kosadachi. So now, do not take a step, just unwind yourself. You should now be able to see the TV, but now you are looking, and your left leg is in the front, and your right leg is behind you. Now take your right leg, swing it in a circle behind, turn this way here, good, and now you're going to come back to your mark. All right, the only thing we didn't do is take that little step with the kick, okay? Try that again. Now we're going to add the 2 steps for like if we did a kick at the end, okay? Remember, you got this video with you for life. Courtesy bow. Good. Now from here, we're going to open up, right leg back, fighting stance. Good. Now you're going to take your left leg, swing it in a circle, turn. Now you're in your southpaw stance. Good. Now swing your right leg behind you, turn. Good. Now turn to the front. Good. Now in, step forward, and bring which leg? The left leg goes behind, Kosadachi, and now you just unwind yourself. Now you should be right over there. But now you're going to take your right leg and step behind you, circle behind you, turn. Now again, we're fixing to turn our back to the TV. So from here, you just turn your back to the TV. You haven't switched your base or nothing like that. Well, you switch your base technically, but all you did was pivot your Now you should have your left leg in front. Take a step with the right foot forward. Now the left foot goes to the front. Step again. Your right leg comes from behind to the front. Now take your left leg. Step behind Falsadachi. All right, now unwind yourself. You should be turning towards the TV. And now you would block, punch, and step forward now with your right leg because you're kicking with your right leg. Now you're going to take that right leg and swing it all the way, big circle, Taisabaki, right? Remember that? All the way around, you would block now with your right hand, strike with your left hand, and kick with your left foot. And now swing that left foot back around, and ta-da! You should be back on your starting position. So let's talk about the strikes and how they work, okay? The first basic one, we're in our fighting stance, hands up, okay? Remember, they're soft blocks, all right? I'm not working to try to get really big and way out, all right? I'm trying to keep my hands close, tight, stand in contact with my friend to close the gap. And if I can't close the gap, at least I got the block in, okay? So I'm gonna move my head a little bit out of center line, block up, and then this hand comes here, reverse punch. That's it. We're doing that 10 times. 1, then the opposite side. 2, then the opposite side. 3, the opposite side. 4, the opposite side. 5, all right? The only difference is on 6, at the very end here, I will step and go 6. I would block with my hand, and then I would step behind and block and punch. That's it, all right? On number 6, I do 2, all right? I do a block and then turn them and punch. And then on 11, the same situation. On number 11, I turn, block, punch, and then kick. That's it, okay? Block and punch is here. So we block, punch, and then kick with the round kick. And that's it, okay? Let's try it. Ready? Starting again. Give a courtesy bow. Right leg back, fighting stance. All right, now look, I would be in my fighting stance again. This is my left leg, it's your right leg. Remember, we're mirroring each other. So now, the first move was in our fighting stance. Now we're gonna take this front leg, which should be your left leg. We're gonna step this way, block, punch, and then recover. Now we're gonna take the right leg, step behind, block, punch, and recover. Now we're going to just turn to the front, block, punch, and recover, all right? It's always about bringing them hands home, keeping them up, elbows in. This is really teaching you, again, how to be able to throw proper technique with movement, with combinations, with flowing technique, with footwork, and keeping the hands doing what they're supposed to be doing. Now we're going to step forward. Block with the right hand, punch with the left hand, and then recover. Step forward. Left leg comes forward, left hand blocks. Right hand punches, and recover. Now we step forward. Right leg's up, right hand blocks, left hand punches. And my brain just had a brain fart because I should have gone the other way. All right, so now, from here, I'm gonna give a courtesy bow. Right leg back, fighting stance. Remember, I'm mirroring you, so now that means my left leg's back, but your right leg is back, because I'm facing you and acting like a mirror for you, okay? So that was our first move, all right? The number 1 move, though, that was our opening. Number 1, I take my left leg, step back, circle, turn, my left hand blocks, and my right hand strikes. That's 1. Number 2, the right leg turns around, right hand blocks, left hand punches, and recovers. Now, without having to take any steps, I just look to your, I'm looking towards the camera there, you're looking towards your TV, so that means you're looking to your left, and now your left hand's going to block, and your right hand is going to strike. Didn't even take a step. I just turned and I switched my base here. Now we're stepping forward. Block, punch, and recover. I step forward. Block with my left hand, punch with my right hand, and then recover. This Katas is all about motion, footwork, being able to connect movement, recovering, striking properly, keeping your hands where they belong, proper hip motion, all that kind of good stuff, right? Now this is number 6. Remember we talked about that. I step forward, block, and now I go Kosadachi. I take my left leg behind. I'm going to unwind myself. Now I block with my left hand, and now I strike with my right hand, and then I recover. Now I step behind, circle, and block, punch, and recover. Same deal now. Remember, turning your back on the TV, listen to my voice, follow along, all right? You're going to just turn. You're not taking any step right now, okay? You're just turning, and now your left leg's going to be in the front, all right? So you're looking over to your left right. Left leg's in front, block with the left hand, strike with the right, step forward. Block with the right, strike with the left. Step forward. Block with the right, strike with the left. Now remember, we said on number 11s, we step forward with the right foot, block with the right hand. Your left foot steps behind, Kosadachi. Unwind yourself. Kosadachi is your scissor stance, remember. We turn, see now you can see me, you should be able to see me, I see you. And then we block here, left hand blocks. We punch with the right hand, pivot your left foot because we're throwing a round kick now. Put that round kick down in front. So now your right leg should be in the front. Now take the right leg, make a big circle on the mat, turn. Now you're going to block with your right hand, punch with your left hand, and now kick with your left foot. Now bring it back around, back up to attention, and ta-da, yay, we did it, all right? Now listen, that is a very important drill for you, all right? Again, because all of the kata we do are drilling kata. They're not for showing off, they're not flashy stuff. Yes, we do them in tournaments and competition because we want the judges to be able to see what you're doing and to be able to see if your technique is good and see if you're doing the right motion and movement, and they're going to give you a score on that. But the deal is, it's mainly for drilling. It's so you can get comfortable working things, and each of them introduce different concepts to you, okay? Basic 1 through 4, it is all about your footwork. It's taking your block and adding a strike that makes sense to that block. And another strike, a basic kick to it, okay? So we take all 4 of the blocks that we do. We have our up blocks, we have our mid-level out blocks, we have our sweeping low blocks, and then mid-level in blocks. And we put this block with this punch, cross punch. We put this block with this punch, hook punch. We put this block with this punch, center line punch. We put this block with this punch, uppercut, right? And then we add a kick to it, okay? So we add the kick, and then on this block, actually, we block from the back hand, which makes it a little tricky because sometimes you do have to block from the back hand and throw that uppercut from the front hand, but then that opens up to be able to work, throw the spin back kick. On here, we throw the front kick. On this one here, we throw the side kick. And on this one here, we throw the round kick, okay? So like I said, basic 1 through 4 is 3 techniques. It's a block, a hand strike, and a kick. And we don't throw the kicks until the last 2 moves. And it's 12 motions, 12 moves, okay? It sounds easy, sounds hard too, all right? Depends. You're like, 12 moves, 3 techniques, it's pretty easy. All right, but to remember everything's kind of hard. But that's what kata does for you. It puts a demand on you, all right? It makes you have to be in the moment and be present in the moment and doing the right thing at the right time. Here's the thing, all right? And the hard truth is this, okay? Is that there are things that come easy and naturally to people, all right? But not in every area of life, all right? For some people, they're fast, so they can run really fast, and that's easy. They don't have to work really hard for it, all right? Some people are very smart. They're able to do math and words and spelling and English and writing and, you know, physics and geometry and all that kind of good stuff. Some people are not, all right? So they are able to do scientific things and engineering, and that's pretty easy for them. Some people, you know, are athletic. Some people can get this kata, no problem, all right? Some people like struggle with it. But here's the thing, right? It does not matter whether it comes easy for you or comes hard for you. Where it lies, everything lies, is in the technique. Because the deal is if you're technically correct, even if it came easy to you, those fundamentals are going to be there, all right? And you're going to have a deep understanding that somebody's not going to be able to take away from you. If it comes easy and you don't understand the fundamentals and you just look good moving, but you don't truly understand the technical side of this and drill the technical side of it, it's going to go away from you one day, all right? But here's the thing, if you drill this thing and you work the technical portion of it, it's going to become a part of you and nobody can take that away from you. You will be a true technician, all right? Saw a great movie, it's called Greater. My wife and I watched it. It was about a football player from Arkansas Razorbacks, and the life he lived was pretty phenomenal. But some of the things that really made a big impact to me as far as being able to apply it to the sports side of things is his coach was talking to him about that. His technique, and that the offensive linemen in football are the true technicians, all right? The true tacticians, because they're not just naturally gifted with speed and athleticism. They have to be technically correct, and that's why they're so good, and that's why they're really highly paid. Actually, offensive linemen make some of the best money in football, all right? Because the deal is that they are very well studied. They work very diligently, work very hard, all right? And another cool thing that was stated in there is like one of the coach said, because the guy was like, man, why does everything have to be so hard for me? Why do I have to work so hard? And he says, well, look, if there's one person that had $10,000 and you had $10,000, but you had to work harder for it, you both have $10,000, but the one who worked harder has what? They have a lot more experience, and they have a lot more knowledge, a lot more wealth, all right? So like I said, this might come easy to you, but don't let that be an excuse for you to be able to just go through the motions of it, all right? And be like, oh, this looks cool, it's fun, all right? And this might be very difficult for you, but guess what it's doing for you? It's giving you a great foundation, great fundamentals, all right? These katas are essential for you to drill and to work for your striking. You're gonna get very comfortable with striking, very confident with your striking. You're gonna have great base, great balance, and great power in your technique, okay? We're gonna go through it one more time, but we're gonna put it in numbers and not so much talking it through, but I'm gonna go through it after you do this. I want you to rewind this video, go back through the whole explanation portion of it that I explained everything, and drill it as many times as you can to get comfortable with it. And once you feel like you're okay with it, then fast forward it right here and see my hands. I'll be doing karate chops on the video. That's when you know you're in the right spot, because now what's going to happen is we're going to start putting it into some rhythm, all right? We're not going to put any like performance on it. We're not going to put that demand, but the rhythm is going to put a demand on you with the numbers to say, I've got to move at this time. I'm not going super fast, but I do want you to know and to say, I've got to do this, right? Because if somebody's putting their hands on you, you need to be able to respond and know what to do. And that demand is like a demand that's unforgiving, okay? The demand we're fixing to do is a little forgiving. You can afford to make mistakes. Somebody puts their hands on you trying to hurt you, that is not forgiving, all right? If you don't do what you're supposed to do, you're going to end up getting hurt, okay? So here we go. Ready? From attention position, basic one. Open hands. Ready? Curtis bound. Right leg back, fighting stance. Okay. Ready? Remember now, the left leg moves first. Ready? In 1. Block and strike. Now the right leg moves. 2. Block and strike. Good. Now just turn. Block and strike. Good. Moving forward, right hand. Strike. Good. Moving forward. Good. Now remember, we block, step behind, block and strike. Good. Now we're going to take that right leg, turn, block with the right hand, strike with the left. Now we're turning our back on the TV and block with the left, strike with the right, move forward with the right foot. Strike, move forward with the left foot. Strike, remember now, we move forward, block, Kosadachi, turn, right hand blocks, left hand blocks, right hand strikes, round kick. Good, now swing that right leg around, block with the right, strike with the left, and round kick. Good, and then we come back onto our mark. And again, right leg back, kick. Ready in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, block, turn, 7, 8, 9, 10. Your left leg should move up to the front. Now on 11, our right leg moves, step behind, Kosadachi, block with the left hand, strike, and round kick. And then 12, circle, block, strike, and round kick. And bring it back around again. Courtesy down. Good. Now we're not going to move really fast from number to number to number, but I want you to take a moment, go through that at that pace. If you need to go back and rewind that, let's do it. That's not a problem, okay? If you're comfortable with that, we're going to move now, not at a faster pace on the number, but I want the technique to come out faster, okay? All right, let's go. Attention position. Courtesy bow. Right leg back, fighting stance. Ready? Hey, ready, here we go, and 1. Get that? Ready, and 2. Get that one? Ready, and 3. Good, check yourself, make sure everything's right. And 4. Check to make sure everything's right. Ready, 5. Remember now on 6, we block, turn, and block and strike. 6. With the key right there. Good. And now we turn. 7. We turn away. 8. Check, make sure that your left leg is in front right now. I'm going to take a step with that right foot. Ready, 9. 10. Now remember, on 11 here, we step with that right leg, step behind Kosadachi, block with the left hand, strike with the right hand, and round kick with the right foot. Ready, here we go. And 11. Key. Good, and 12. Back to attention. Remember, on 6 and 11, we give a key. All right? Now, I'm not going to give you any prompts. We're just doing the numbers again. We're not going through and super fast between each number, just to a rhythm on it, but I want some speed on the technique. I'm going to give you a moment in between each motion and each movement to fix your stance, fix your footwork, all right? Here we go. Courtesy bow, it's the last time, so let's make it good. Right leg back, fighting stance. Ready, 2. Ready, and 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. Come back. Courtesy down. Woohoo! Good job, guys. Hey, listen. I know today was more of a technical class, and I sort of wanted. Spend some time on technique. When we come back in on Wednesday, we're going to be showing how to be able to, during the warm-up, we're going to add basic 1 into the warm-up along with Achiten and star block. So that way you have all 3 of those elements of basic katas, because we did the first 2 katas 2 weeks ago, detailing those out. So you'll see all 3 of them again Wednesday. When we come back on Wednesday, we're going to practice that footwork again and show you how to add that switch 2 on it, that 1-2 switch 2. I'm going to show you right now. Give you something you can practice, okay? See if you can make it happen. All right, so from right legs back fighting stance, I go 1, 2, and if I step, I go step 2. Now I'm in my southpaw. But if I do 1, 2, switch 2, I go 1, 2, and then I throw the 1, switch 2 in there. So it looks like this here. 1, 2, 1, 2, and here. And if I do the 1, 2, switch 2, we go 1, 2, switch 2. And it kind of disguises that footwork coming forward. So talk more about that on Wednesday. Something to practice though, all right, if you had it. Along with everything else we're giving you to practice, okay? Just throw that in there. So you get ready for Wednesday. Now look, when you come back in Wednesday, we're gonna show how that works. Also, we're gonna have special guest showing a technique that he really likes, a combination, and it works really good for him. And trust me, I tell you when it works well for him because I spar with him all the time. And when we spar together, he catches me with some good stuff. I catch him with more. But he catches me with some good stuff too, because he's learning a lot. And that's actually a big joy for me when I see my students actually doing well and they're able to apply technique on me. That's a big honor to me, all right, because it shows that they're really learning, they're working hard, they're growing, and they're grasping the knowledge, all right? And trust me when I tell you, I don't like hold stuff back from you guys, okay? I give it to you at the appropriate time, and I never hold anything in reserve that's special for Mr. Hayden. Now, I can always beat you. And it ain't about that. It's about us all growing together and moving up together, okay? You guys did an awesome job today, all right? We're also going to have on Wednesday or Friday, either one, going to show you how you can do some drills with mom and dad working with each other and how that works. And I'm going to have somebody coming in and kicking, and I'm going to be holding the bags for them. And so that's going to be fun too, all right? All right, you'll be surprised when you see them going, oh, really? They know how to kick? Of course. All right, we'll talk more about that on Wednesday. Hey, listen, guys, you guys have a great day today. It's going to be a fun week all week long. Sunshine out. It's going to be an awesome day. We'll see you tomorrow during our Zoom class. Make sure everybody checks in. Mom, Dad, it's been awesome having you guys be a part. Again, you guys don't have to do the whole class, all right? Just come in and build yourself up to certain things. Our Zoom classes are always fun. We keep it at like a basic intermediate level all the time as far as strength and conditioning, as far as the techniques and stuff like that, and a lot of the MMA strength and conditioning that we do. But at the same point in time, if you want to get more of a workout, you just stay longer during the class, right? We go about 45 minutes, then we sit down, we chat a whole bunch afterwards, we have fun, catch up with everybody, and just have a good time with each other, okay? So here's the deal. We'll see you guys tomorrow for Zoom. Also, in your email tomorrow, be looking, you'll have a wrestling class that's available. Everybody participate. You got access to your MMA class with Zarek. You have access to our wrestling class, basic fundamentals. We're working our 7 basic fundamentals within wrestling. We also have 3 Google classes outside of the wrestling and MMA classes a week that happen where you guys get that. So every day you get an email, and every day in that email is a link to a Google class, all right? We have our regular Inochi class on Monday, wrestling on Tuesday, Inochi class on Wednesday, MMA with Eric on Thursday, Inochi class review on Friday, and then Tuesdays and Thursdays, we have our Zoom class, and it's a scheduled class at 4 o'clock, it's live. I also record those, and I'll get them back out to you guys with the links. And we'll be sending you the other links for the stuff that kind of disappeared that you don't have access to right now. We're going to be sending you those links to all of the videos that are on YouTube, and they'll always be there, unlisted, exclusively for you, because you guys have been putting the effort in throughout the weeks here, okay? All right, we'll see you soon. You guys have a blessed day, and remember, live life on purpose. Never quit.